parents, I am here today with Charlie Foster. He is the Student Outreach Coordinator for Campus Living and Learning. And we're talking to you, Charlie, today about Heritage House and other opportunities and why should a student live on campus after their freshman year.
Absolutely. So one of the biggest reasons why a student should continue to live on campus would be that there's research showing that students succeed better whenever they're living on campus. They're closer to their academic resources. There's a little bit more focus here on their specific classes and the opportunities that the college really gives them. Along with that, though, they're not pigeonholed into just doing school things. They're still surrounded by their friends in their places that they choose to live as well. So.
Okay, well, I always liked that my daughters had the opportunity, though, to live off campus in an apartment.
Yeah.
They learned how to cook and manage that side of life.
Yeah.
What do you have here?
Well, a nice thing about our options here at Baylor is that we do have suite and apartment style living for our students to choose from.
Okay.
So I know you stereotypically think about a community style where it's just a bedroom and then you share a bathroom. And while we do have those available for upper division students, we also have suites and apartments as well. So we're actually sitting in an apartment right now.
Okay.
You can see behind us that we actually have a kitchen that these 4 residents here would all share, and this is their own room.
Can you take us on a quick tour?
Yeah, absolutely.
Talk more about it?
Sure.
All right.
So what we're walking into is a kitchen. We do provide all of the accessories that you do see here. Roommates would just need to discuss among themselves to bring their own plates, dishes, pans, things like that. That's really simple. But then we can come down this hallway and we'll actually see a couple of our bedrooms here.
Oh, wow, that's a really good size.
This is, yeah. So this is a great setup for 2 residents here. They have their own desk and drawers. They can store everything here. And then we also have a closet right behind the camera as you turn around. So everybody's got their own space there with plenty of storage above and below. You did actually see 2 different bed setups here. This one is particularly lofted, and they actually stuck their drawers underneath it, and they've got some more storage underneath there too. While this model here is just a little bit lower to the ground and spaced out kind of like a normal bedroom.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so there's 4 people total, so 2 per bedroom this size.
In this particular layout,
How about bathrooms?
So at a bathroom, we actually have directly across the hall here. And each bedroom will have their own bathroom. So in this particular layout, there are only 2 residents sharing this. You can see their vanity set up here, and then their shower set up in the back.
That's fabulous. And are the residents required to be responsible for the cleaning of?
So if a student lives in either a suite or apartment, yes, they would clean their own bathrooms. If they're in a community style, they don't have to worry about that.
All right, that's great. Well, tell me a little bit more about, I've always heard this campus living and learning and residential communities. Can you just give us a snapshot as to what that really means?
Sure. So we have a couple of different types of residence halls on campus. We have first year experiences, which those are for just specifically our first year freshman students. Some of our upper division students would be more interested in living learning centers and residential colleges, as well as upper division communities.
And so a living learning center, they're all in the same major or the same line of study?
Some of them are, yes.
Okay.
So specifically our science and health and our business and innovation, those are major specific.
Okay.
The rest of them, like the one that we're in now, which is the Fine Arts Living Learning Center, is not major specific. So these are all students who are passionate about arts, film, music. They all have an interest in that, so to speak. Some of them may actually be like a theater major or an art major, but they're not required to be that to be here.
Interesting. And then tell me about the process, because everyone gets a little frantic this time of year, like I have to hurry up and figure out what I'm going to do. So
Sure.
What is the process to be able to live in one of these residentials?
So for our reapplication process, that application actually opens up November 1st.
Okay.
And then starting November 6th, depending on how many credit hours you have, you'll actually begin to specifically choose the hall that you want to be in as well as the room that you want to be in. So while that is a quick turnaround, that process is open continually until we get into the spring semester.
Or you fill up?
Until we fill, yeah.
Okay. So they can come in, and do they have to have everybody they're going to live with? For example, 4 people to apply to pick a room?
So not right away.
Okay.
If you know that you want to live with you and your 3 best friends, you 4 could go ahead and get together and have a roommate group.
Okay.
But if you don't quite know who you want to live with, you can actually form a roommate group as you go, and then go ahead and pick a specific room if that's what you want to do.
Okay. And then when you come back and say you can have this room, they must have to sign some paperwork or something.
They do, yes. So we have a quick period of time while students are kind of moving around doing what they want to do. And then after that, once you get your official notification of where you are, it is a contract then. So you're already kind of planning on where you're going to be for the full school year.
So it's a contract as if they had gone and signed a contract with an apartment off campus.
Correct,
You can't
yes.
break it because you change your mind.
Correct.
Okay.
So we don't encourage students to go sign somewhere off campus as well as on campus. Then they kind of get stuck into two contracts, and that's not worthwhile for them.
Okay. Is there anything else you would want to caution or make aware to the parents or the students about, living here on campus?
We just really encourage students to look at all of their options and know that they're not required to live in a community style like they might have their freshman year, that there are bigger and better options available for them once they're a sophomore and older, especially like these suites and apartments, and just to find a place that they are really passionate about and that they know that they would succeed in.
It's wonderful, and they'll have from November 1st until really the springtime to make that decision, but the earlier they make the decision, the better choice they'll have.
The better choices, and they'll be able to choose exactly where they want to be.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it, Charlie. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.